we head to Lagos State, as Lagos State has reiterated the enforcement of Section 277 of its criminal law, which requires men who impregnate women outside marriage to provide food, shelter, and medical care until childbirth. Failure to comply can attract a fine of up to 45,000 naira alongside full payment of maternity-related expenses. Officials now warn that further legal consequences may follow defiance of court orders. The law aims to curb cases of men abandoning pregnant women, ensuring that vulnerable women receive necessary support during pregnancy. Authorities emphasize that the provision applies solely within Lagos State, seeking to protect women from financial and medical hardship due to neglect. I mean, this is a new law. This is a law in Lagos State. We're just trying, the government is now, going ahead to want to enforce it. Do you think this is going to stand the test of time?
Well, I don't really think it will stand the test of time. But if it's real, it will be good. Now, I'm not saying it's for anybody to like me. I'm not saying it. I'm not siding anybody. But the truth is, men and women should curtail. You're talking about the pregnancy aspect, right?
No, go ahead. Holistically, I mean, what are your views on the report holistically?
Well, this sexual harassment, prohibiting sexual harassment in Lagos State, that's what we are talking about, right?
We're talking about when a man in Lagos State, there's a law.
Mm-hmm.
If you get someone pregnant,
okay,
you are mandated to cater for the person.
Exactly.
If you do not cater for the pregnant person through their maternity, their feeding and all of those, you can be arrested.
Exactly.
And prosecuted. Do you think that is going to stand the test of time?
If Lagos State government will be able to implement this and do it, it will be great. At least it will curtail this aspect of boys and girls. Let me use the word boys and girls because it is being done by majority of them. It's being done by a lot of them right now. So if
what is being done by a lot of them?
A lot of sexual
escapade,
exactly.
Right.
It's being done by a lot of youths. And then you see some of these persons, because they are in a relationship, some of them are not even well to do. They're not even well to do. They can't even take care of a woman. And you see them involving themselves in having sex and all that. They just want to catch fun. They just want to enjoy the pleasures and all that. And then when the repercussion comes, you see them running away. You will not hear the guy saying, it is not me that got you pregnant. Go and meet the person or follow whoever that got you pregnant. Right. Whereas the guy knows that he is the one. So you see.
Okay, go on.
So you see, these things, I'm not saying this for anybody to like me. I'm not siding the female gender as well. No. But the truth should and must be said.
Right.
So if a man impregnates a lady outside wedlock, he should be able to take care of the responsibility. If they implement this law, you will see a lot of people will abstain from having sex like dogs.
Wow.
Now, because before you do it, you'll be able to calculate within yourself the repercussion. Am I ready for this? Am I ready to cater for this? By the time you've checked your pockets, you've checked your account balance, you've checked the resources around you, you're not buoyant enough, you practically abstain from it. Now, let's just keep scriptures aside. Now, let's just keep the part that fornication is a sin. We are not talking about the scripture right now. So let's keep that apart. But I think this will also help to curtail this, because a lot of this is happening, and it is not good. What is remaining now is for a man and a woman to come out in an open place, to start having sex. That's what is remaining. And you see a lot of baby mamas on the streets suffering alone. It's not good.
Right. Thank you. I mean, you've gone the whole 9 mile, with your analysis and that. But I want to draw your attention to something you said. You talked about, someone might be pregnant just now, and the man comes to say, "Oh, I'm not responsible for that pregnancy." How do we judge during the pregnancy phase that someone is actually responsible for the pregnancy, especially because of the high cost of DNA tests in Nigeria?
Okay.
How do we now place this in the middle in a way that I am not taking care of a woman and a baby that is not mine? How is that part of this law going to be ascertained? Is it going to be your word? What is the guarantee that this woman that has gone to the Lagos State government and say, I am a man, I have neglected, my man has neglected me, right? And the officers come to me to say, you have neglected this lady and you got her pregnant. What are the measures? How do you get to be sure that indeed this lady was impregnated by you and you're not catering for someone else's kid and someone else's woman?
All right, for an individual to be sure, a man per se, to be sure of that, I think the government should not just stop by implementing the law for the man alone. They should also implement it for the woman alone, for the women too. In the sense that if you accuse a man wrongly and later on it is being noticed or they had to find out that this person is not the
biological father
of
the child, right?
The lady should also be detained. The lady should also be punished. With this, a lot of this will be curtailed, so that when a man impregnates a woman, you will know as a man, if you are on a woman and you release this on a woman, you will know. Yes, you will know. That's just the truth. You will know. So whatever that happens, but the bad thing about it is that some women, they are very deceptive in nature. Their deception has gone to a part where a woman will sleep with another man, gets pregnant, I want to come and hook the boyfriend. Okay.
Now, you have said that you've mentioned this part of deception. But do you think that this in line, while we talk about the situation, we should also consider the fact that abstinence and protection could be a thing? Do you think we should preach about that more? You've talked about, the high rise of, as it were, sexual escapades going on right around us. You did go all out with your due diligence on that angle. But while the government is prompting for this, do you think that people should have, more access, as it were, to family planning methods, for example? And I'm talking about, both male and female, people thinking of using, the condoms, women thinking of having family planning structures. Do you think that pathway should equally be open in a way that it is accessible to society? It's not pricey, especially because many people are going through hard times. You'd agree with me that, rising food costs, we are actively in an inflation. So if these things are cheaper, do you think it will help mitigate alongside this law, like you have said that the law is actually in good standing?
Well, it depends. It depends. For the single ladies, I wouldn't advise family planning, except for the married, because most times we might not know the repercussion of those family planning, the drugs you're taking and all that, and so on and so forth. So you don't know if it might destroy the system or not. So if, as a young lady, you are doing or you're taking pills for family planning, it might destroy your system. Then when you get married, it will be difficult. It might be difficult for that lady to get pregnant then. So I don't think it is advisable for a young lady that is not married to involve in family planning. And the truth is that the condom aspect too, it is not also advisable. Let's just leave the fact that sex shouldn't be our problem in this society. For crying out loud, it shouldn't be our problem. Sex shouldn't be our problem. We have a lot of things to be worried about now. You should be able to worry about how to feed. Yes, about how to feed. You should be able to worry about where to place your head, having shelter. Sex shouldn't be a problem. So if we're talking about preparing condoms, a lot of condoms for the youth, that means automatically you are encouraging them to involve in this fully. You're encouraging them, yes, you're telling them, yeah, you now have a license, continue. You see, I went to one pharmacy. So I went to get drugs. I wasn't feeling too well. There, you see, different kinds of hell. I was like, God, what is this? Different kinds of CDs. It's been lined up. And different prices. Oh, a lot of persons were coming to buy. I was like, God, what is this?
Wouldn't we rather have a society where people protect themselves than a society where abortion being illegal, people have more children that they are unable to cater for?
Like I said earlier, well, it is better that these condoms are being produced, but to that way around too, it is not a criteria for one not to be pregnant, because most times you might be using it and one or two things might occur, and the lady will still become pregnant.
Right.
And so the best thing is everybody, both the male and the female, should curtail.
Right.
Sex is not a food. It is not a dwelling place of living organisms. It is not habitat. Sex is not habitat at all.
Right.
The dwelling place of living organisms at all. It is not. So everybody should just curtail and know what they are doing.